Whoa, it is Bluegrass Day, and guess who's in the house? Welcome, Barry Abernathy and Mountain Heart. I've got front row tickets, Bubba. You got second row tickets.
I'll take it.
You got to do one more. People at home are going more, 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 more.
1, 2, 3.
I cried like a midnight train on the other side of town. I tried to maintain my cool, but the blue keeps coming out. In front of God and everybody, you turn around and walk away. And now I'm right back where I started, down on my knees, in front of God and everybody. Bird sits up in his tree and he sings the sweetest song. Little child on his mama's knee, not afraid to sing along. stone. So tell me why, in the name of love, do we hurt each other so? In front of God and everybody, you turn around and walk away. And now I'm right back where I started, down on my knees, in front of God and everybody, in front of God and everybody, in front of God and everybody.
Wow. Wow, pretty good stuff. Pretty good. I'm glad I wore my blue today.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad I wore. Barry, will you come over here and sit down? We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to gather your group around behind us. We're going to pass a handheld mic around because some folks don't know everybody in the group, although I'd say everybody in about 6 counties knows Barry Abernathy.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I was going to say. His reputation precedes him, good, bad, or indifferent.
That's right.
It is amazing. You know, I was not a Bluegrass fan until y'all have to either blame or thank Barry Scott.
Barry Scott.
Because he did We Shall Inherit, and it was on a Bluegrass CD. So in order to hear that song, I had to listen to the whole CD, and then I found out that you had been with Doyle too. And I just learned a little bit about you, and I'm kind of a newcomer to Bluegrass.
Well,
Honey, normally I wouldn't even wear
sorry.
blue. So, but I love it. I love it. I love it.
well, it's all right. It's like everything. There's some real good and some real bad. It's hard to be in between. So it's
Yeah, and y'all happen to be the real good.
well, I hope so.
The real
Thank you,
good.
Lord.
Now, introduce your band.
Well, right here on the fiddle, long time.
Fiddle is, to me,
Fiddle.
the hard. Honey, you have the hardest job.
Yeah.
I tell
You have the hardest
Takes
job.
more rest for him.
You have the hardest job. Yeah.
He's a great all-around musician, instrumentalist, songwriter, vocalist. He does everything, and we're so proud of him. He's been with me since the beginning, and
Since day one.
since day one, he's grown up.
Well, he was a baby. I started to say,
He
honey,
was.
he's a baby today, so
Yeah.
he must have been with you a long
This is Jim Van Cleve, and
Nice to see you.
right over here on the guitar, we had a free agency was last year in bluegrass music, and it's kind of like baseball. And we decided to up the ante a little bit for the other teams, and we hired a super picker, and this gentleman right here, he's from Athens, Ohio, and
So he's a Buckeye.
he's a Buckeye.
You're a Buckeye. Wow. Okay.
We like him
okay.
anyway.
You like sweet tea?
Until we get to the national championship game, and then I'm a loser.
Yeah. Hush now.
He's such a great, and he's like Jim. He plays everything. We feature him on the guitar here, but he could do anything we ask him to. His name's Clay Hess, Grammy Award-winning Clay Hess.
Wow. Congratulations.
And over here on the
Okay.
mandolin, he's a don't turn sideways, Aaron, or they won't be able to see you.
Yeah.
Another
yeah.
young man that's come in.
6'4", 94.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's another one of those child prodigies, and just like all the guys in the band, he can play everything and sing all parts. Just
Now, how old are you, young man?
12.
Yeah.
and single.
Did you have to get his parents' signature to take him on the road?
Yeah, we did. His daddy's a former Mid-South wrestling champion, Brooke Bernard.
So you really had to get his daddy's signature, yeah.
I'm 23.
He's
Okay.
23 years old, and
So he is a child.
He is a
Yeah,
child,
I've got
and-
grandkids that old.
but such a great player. And when Adam Steffi left the band and went to play with Dan Tominski, he was the only one we tried out. We didn't even think of anybody else. This guy right here has stepped in, and y'all will see. Of course, it's early for these guys, but this boy right here, he jumps up and when it's his time to shine, he shines. And his name's Aaron Ramsey from Morganton, North Carolina.
Good. Okay. Yeah.
This fella right here, he smiles and he never moves his mouth when he talks. Say something, Jason.
Something?
His lips move, but his teeth. Yeah, his teeth stay the same. So, and he's been with us almost the whole time we've had the band. He's been here for how long? Nearly 7 years.
Something like
Over
that.
7 years, I
Yeah.
guess now.
Going on 30.
Going on 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's
he's
7. Yeah.
Jason's the right hand man. He does. He's all these guys can play anything, sing anything, and Jason can also work on the bus, which makes him probably the
Oh, honey, he's invaluable.
most
oh, yes,
important
yes.
member of the band.
Has he learned to siphon diesel so you won't have to pay them prices?
Yeah, he's been able to do that for years, but it takes 149 gallons to fill that bus up, so it's hard.
I know.
Hard to
I
siphon.
only do half a tank at a time.
Yeah. I thought I smelled diesel when he walked in. Yeah.
Diesel breath.
Yeah.
His name's Jason Moore. He's from Ruffin, North Carolina. And we've got a lot of conversation going on in this room here.
Yeah.
And my singer here, from all the way from my singer,
He looks like a baby, doesn't he?
he is a baby. He's
A little bit older than the 12-year-old over here.
He's precious.
Josh is actually a piano player by trade and a super great
And
piano
he is
player.
going to play the piano for us, isn't he?
He might. We just
He
kind of
is.
surprised him with
He
it. but
is. We're
And the
gonna-
drums, right?
Yes.
That's actually
yeah.
what he does.
And the
though.
congas.
Yeah.
That's what he does best, except for sing. Now, singing's what he does best. He didn't come. He's like you. He didn't come from a bluegrass background.
No.
He came from a variety of different musical backgrounds. He's played and sang in a lot of different kinds of bands, beach bands, and
I was going to say the Beach
country-
Boys used to be my favorite.
country bands, rock bands, gospel bands, a little bit of everything. So this guy's he's just at 24 years
Wow.
old.
Wow.
He's did a lot of living in his time. That Floyd Scott used to sing old song. I've lived a lot in my time. He made it famous around LJ. It's just been done
And I
before.
bet Floyd has.
Oh yeah.
He's a sweetheart.
One thing that makes her sicker than a dog's for people that can sing anything and play anything, and you got a whole room full.
Well, I
of
You
them.
got a
remember-
whole room full
Of
of
course,
it.
we have to practice at them together to get decent at it together. But all these guys could play professional at several different.
How many
things.
of you have had lessons, and how many of you just have it? Who had lessons?
Nobody probably admit to just having it.
Can you believe that? This much talent,
Yes.
God-given talent.
Josh said he had
You
had.
had a lesson or two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got to
Two
introduce
lessons.
him real quick though. His name is Josh Schilling. He's from Bassett, Virginia, and
Virginia.
Virginia.
Good.
Capital of Bass.
A good Southern gentleman.
We were just talking about this this morning. Us two are from like 20 miles from each other, and we sound like we're a world apart. You know,
Isn't
when you hear us
that
talking. so-
something? Wow. Wow.
Actually,
Josh
neither-
actually moves his
Neither
mouth.
one of us move our mouths
Yeah.
very much. It's like-
Josh, not being from a bluegrass background, we play a lot of places that are different to him. He's been around a lot of young people, playing in front of a lot of young people. They're jumping up and down, screaming and hollering, and we get in front of some of these bluegrass audiences. They're
He
actually-
wanted to say
well,
these old blue-haired grannies
well-
like me, and he was afraid
Well,
I'd
they're
hit
actually
him.
now literally we're out there doing our thing, and there's people sitting there asleep, knitting, and
You're
different things. Some of
kidding.
these bluegrass festivals, and Josh gets this look on his face. Give it to him, Josh.
Uh-oh.
It's like, why am I here?
This is very odd.
This is extremely odd, and I don't know what I'm doing here.
They're catching
one right
flies with their.
Have y'all ever been on a bluegrass cruise where
Never
they have the groups?
No, we never have been on a bluegrass cruise. They don't. It costs you too much money.
Does it? Well, I was going to say most of those folks are older people too.
Yeah, they
So
are.
yeah.
There's
yeah.
nothing. I'm an old person too. So.
Well, I have a joke. I don't cruise because I'm not quite old enough yet. So that's all about we're going to say about that. Now, would you take the journey again that you have taken?
Yeah, I definitely would. I would probably do the business has changed so much since we started this band, and I would probably do a few things business-wise a lot different, you know.
He's trying to tell us he's dirt, broke, poor.
I don't have to tell everybody in LJ knows that.
He's trying to tell us
But,
he loves what he does, but he ain't getting
But I
rich.
love the challenge. What we've done in this band, we've always tried to take steps forward, especially musically, and we always try to hire guys that have an opinion and have a lot to bring to the table, and it brings new life to what you're doing and a freshness about it with each band change. Instead of, a lot of people, when they lose somebody, they think they're going backwards, but we look at it as going forward. I don't begrudge anybody that's left here. I'm proud they were here as long as they were, but at the same time, we're finding people that are stepping in.
Well, it looks to me like you
Oh, yeah.
found the best right here.
Oh, they're great. They're great.
Now, how did you coerce him? Did you threaten him? Did you pay him tons of money?
Well,
What'd you do to get
we've
him?
known each other for several years, and he played for a long time with Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder, and we probably met before that, didn't we? But
Oh, that was a tacky little group, wasn't it?
yeah, tacky little group.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Clay had been gone from there for several years, and I feel like it was kind of mutual. We never talked about it really, but I feel like it was mutual that we knew that we would like to have him here, and I felt like he wanted to be here. And last year we played the United Community Bank's I forget what, Customer Appreciation Day, and our guitar player showed up like 3 hours late. And so that was the writing on the wall, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so when he
What was
did,
his last name? I ain't gonna ask. Never mind.
Jones.
Okay.
Same first name, different
Same
last
first
name.
name, different last name.
That's funny.
But we loved him to death. He was a good guy. But it was time for him to move on. And Clay Hess come in and just brought a whole new life to what we're doing. And he's such a versatile player. He can play any style of music, and all these guys can. I'm excited to be able to hold the banjo with him.
Well, I'm now a Bluegrass fan, and I'm proud to say I have 2 blue shirts now.
Well,
so y'all can come back
we'll
again.
fix that for you here in a minute.
Yeah, you can come back again. But it is one of those things you have to develop a like for it. And I kind of stomped somebody's toes the other day. They wanted me to go to New Orleans, and I thought, ain't nothing in New Orleans I want to hear. And she said, oh, they have the best blues music in the world. And I thought, I don't like that either. But I'm kind of a Southern gospel kind of girl or a soft rock kind of girl. Because I grew up in the 60s.
Yeah.
So back before y'all were born, any of you were born, actually.
Well,
come to
I
think.
think, on that subject, I think that Bluegrass, which we don't, we're Bluegrass, and we're a lot of different things kind of combined into one. But I don't think if our music had the major market appeal without, the thing about it is the people in the business don't want to change. They don't want to change what makes Bluegrass pure and great. But at the same time, there should. I wish there was a way we could have some of all of it in there, so you could have the traditional sounds that people like us love to hear, but then have the creativity of the newer music that's coming in. Because without it, it's going to die eventually. And the festival scene, any art form, it will die without creativity and without some growth. And we've seen in the past 10 years festivals that were more traditional based festivals. They went from having 10,000 people to, literally less than 1,000 people. Some of them have. Some of them went out of business. Then you have festivals that have they're called music festivals, and you just take the Bluegrass tag off of it, and automatically all the kids come out to it. It's strange how that works, but it does work like that.
And I have a 16-year-old.
And they have 80 and 100,000 people at those festivals.
Right, well, I have a 16-year-old who would kill to be here today because he loves what y'all do.
Really?
But he's been exposed to it, and he loves the mandolin. He plays the mandolin, and actually plays guitar a little bit, and sings great, but is bashful. But not all teenagers are exposed to it.
No.
So if you can get them,
How would they
listen?
get? How would they get exposed? We're still trying to figure that out. If we could expose more people to not just what we're doing, but what there are some great bands in our business, but I think I turn on satellite radio, and I'm not going to mention which one, but I've got it in my truck, and you hear so much bad music. I mean, it's way more than on the Bluegrass channels. It's way more than what the good music is, and it's detrimental to what we do for a living. Really.
But don't you think?
And I love I can find something good in everybody's music, but there's a lot of rough stuff.
I'm not going to say anything negative because I'm not a negative person, but I've been to concerts lately, Southern Gospel, and I look around, and everybody is older than me, which means I'm the last generation that will hear this music. If things don't change, is it marketing? What do we do to bring in those generations?
Well, there's just so much out there for people to do nowadays, and if it's not a big deal, if it don't sound like a big deal, people that they got 2 legs or 4 wheels, they can go do something else. So they're going to go do what socially is the most fun for them, and so we're trying to make it fun. This Tony Rice show we're having last weekend, it was a big deal. It really was. It was. We got together and we had a big jam on stage, and it was Bluegrass. I mean, we done what Tony. When we came out, we done our show. We took about a 15-minute intermission, went out to the record table for a few minutes, and let everybody get them a hot dog or whatever they wanted, and come back in and just come out on stage and introduce Tony, and started playing stuff off of some of his better Bluegrass albums, Manzanita, Cold on the Shoulder, a lot of the Bluegrass album band stuff. And by about 30 minutes in the show, people in the audience were screaming what they wanted to hear, It was a big deal. So we're hoping to do a lot of these. These are the first 2 weekends, trial runs for the Mountain Heart Tony Rice extravaganza.
Are y'all going to be in town Saturday, or are you playing somewhere?
Well, no, we're actually probably going to be gone Saturday. I might be in town.
How do you know where you're? How far in advance are you booked?
Well, you could be booked anywhere from 2 years to 2 weeks. It just depends on who's got the money and who calls. That kind of depends on that. But it's definitely a lot of fun. This show's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
And starts at
8:00. We're going to open
Friday
the doors.
Night?
Well, the doors to the auditorium will be open at 7. The place will be, people can get into the lobby and to the lunchroom at about 6 to 6:30, somewhere in that range. Bud Holloway's going to come down and sell Pink Pig barbecue and Brunswick stew and all the good stuff. And then Harold Plumley or Jamie, one of the two. is
I
gonna-
hope he'll bring me a ribeye cooked medium and a salad with that orange dressing they have. Lord, I love it.
You
I
want
love it.
you
I
want
love
garlic
it.
salad, don't you? You ain't gonna be
No, I
smooching
just like
nobody.
he has the freshest lettuce. I love his salads, man.
Ain't it funny though how music and food go together?
Oh,
does,
yeah, they
yeah.
do.
Can't have one without the other.
Kind of
Yeah.
if we ain't meeting, we ain't. If we ain't eating, we ain't meeting if we ain't eating. Yeah, yeah.
Brett
yeah.
Cantrell's band is going to be coming down and playing, and we may have a couple more local bands that are coming in and playing around the lobby and the lunchroom, where people, when they come in early, they get experience and they get to hear some of the local talent that we've got, some of the real good local
You know,
talent.
speaking of local talent, we got one sitting right over there to your right. You know, and he's got a twin. He's got a twin. And he's local talent. And
My
we just-
right's over
we
here.
well, on where I'm staring at you. Yeah. And he is local
I was
talent.
waiting on you to
too.
say thank you. Thank you, Sherry.
He is local talent, but he is Southern Gospel
She
local
don't get out
talent.
of
Yeah. But there is a lot of local talent here, isn't
Yes,
there?
there is.
Yeah.
And so many of the.
Do you think you might influence that boy sitting over there that's got a twin that looks just like him?
I hope not.
I bet you did. I bet
No,
you
them
did.
boys been good to me, and we've got so many people around here that I couldn't. If I went to naming them, I couldn't. I ain't got enough fingers to count them all. But,
You'd be poorer than real dirt if
yeah,
you, if you
but
didn't have
all
these
the
folks
people,
backing
all
you.
the people that are around here that taught me how to play and sing, and I could just, Ralph Chancey and the Chancey brothers and a lot of those people. My cousin Lowell Davis and his brother David had
Well,
one
I
of the
love
first
them
band
Davis
shows.
boys, Vic Davis. And them.
Oh,
Ooh,
Vic,
I love
Larry,
Vic, Larry.
yeah, all those. I
Love
could,
'em, love
I
'em,
shouldn't
love
even
'em.
start naming names because I could name
You'll
all
leave off
day.
somebody and get
I'll
your
leave off
feelings
some,
hurt,
but
yeah.
they know who they are, and all them people are so responsible for me being able to play music. And we used to get together almost every night of the week.
Do you
with
send them
somebody.
royalties every week?
Yeah. Well, as soon as I get them, I send them.
Yeah, right, right. I hear you. Now, talking about writing, you do a lot of original work.
Yes, we do right now. The two songs that we just did I say original. They've never been recorded before. Steve, that was in the band before, was a co-writer on Here to Ride the Train, the first song we done. And then the second one, who wrote the second song? No. Anyway, we can't remember the name, but somebody out of Nashville, we had the song pitched to us from a publishing company in Nashville.
Put my name on it. I'll take the royalties.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they don't never show up. That's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
nice.
right.
They never show up.
Yeah.
I'll go buy you a cup of coffee
There you go.
and go ahead and say
Yeah.
you wrote it. But yeah, we do a lot of stuff, and several of the things we'll do here today have been written by Josh and Jim. They're the main two writers in the band. Clay Hess writes, Aaron writes. Of course, they're new. We haven't got the recording of their stuff yet. And
Well, I think it's important that we get to singing and we get to picking and we get to grinning. You're
Well,
going to grin and I'm going to sit here and we're going to love
that'll
it.
be fun.
Now, I bet you these boys over here have got mamas. You need to enter your mamas in the Mother's Day contest, guys. They taught you everything you know, right? Yeah, right. Yes. Okay, here we go. We're going to feature once again Mountain Heart. Sit back and enjoy. I think this is an original they're doing.
This is an original tune right here, right off the brand new record. Little thing called It Works Both Ways, a bluesy number for you.
Well, hey, baby, why you gotta treat me this way? Hey, baby, why you gotta treat me this way? You know two wrongs don't make it right. I understand it works both ways. Come on, y'all. Well, all night long, I'm waiting on the phone to ring. Hey, now, all night long, I'm waiting on the phone to ring. Guess I could call you myself, but I can't seem to say the right thing. So I said, hey, baby, girl, why you got to treat me this way? Hey, baby, why you gotta treat me this way? You know two wrongs don't make it right. I understand it works both ways. don't you know that little girls, they ain't supposed to play these games? Hey, don't you know that little girls, they ain't supposed to play these games? You play with fire and you get burned. Cheating hearts can cause such pain. So I said, hey baby, girl, why you got to treat me this way? Hey baby, why you gotta treat me this way? You know you're wrong, so make it right. I understand it works both ways. Yeah, girl, I know I done you wrong, and I understand it works both ways. Oh yeah.
Well, you're pretty good, guys. You're pretty dang good. They're pretty good. Now, what's next?
Well, we can
What's
either
that?
do a gospel song or we can do
I vote gospel. You know me. Okay. All right, one gospel song. Can we do a gospel song?
let's get there then.
That would be great.
Everybody that's singing, gather
I
around.
guarantee you my little blue-haired granny sitting out there waiting on a gospel
Tell you
song.
what I'm gonna
And
do.
Ronnie
I'm gonna put my
Weaver, this
back
one
down
is
so we can get close.
this is dedicated to Ronnie and his little mom, Grace Weaver, had surgery this week. So, Barry, sing this for Ronnie Weaver and his little mama, Miss Grace.
Ronnie Weaver, I don't know him. Oh,
Yeah, old cuz.
Come over here where we can hear you, Hess.
Yes, sir.
Stick it in there.
Well, now you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. Yeah, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. Well, now goodbye, false pretender. Lord, I cannot wait for you. For the Bible declares you're a heathen, and what the Bible declares is true. Yeah, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. I saw one false pretender. His head was hanging low. Yeah, I saw him again that evening. He was walking down the road. I said, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. Now on Sunday when the preacher was preaching, brother, you all was about to shout. Well, he asked for a little collection,
brother, and you had your long coat.
Yeah, you better run. You better find your hiding place, 'cause the train is leaving today. Brother, your time has come, so you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. Yeah, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, well, you better run.
Run when I say
Somebody's calling you, I feel like my time ain't long. Time ain't long. Time ain't long. Well, now, brother, you better run.
Sing it, Josh. My brother Josh.
You know that young man's pretty good, isn't he?
Love
that
it.
young man is pretty good.
great.
You're all pretty good.
'Cause, you know, I feel like
like my time ain't long.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Somebody told me there's a great piano player in this group. Who told us that? Somebody ratted them out. And you know, we love the piano. And
Well,
we got a
and-
lot of folks who love the
Not
piano.
only that, but I love that kind of singing too. That's
Oh, yeah.
It's still 4 parts, you know.
That's right.
They're
That's
throwing
right.
it in there, throwing
That's
it
right.
down.
Well, we're going to get to listen to them on the piano and a little bit more music, and we are going to just let them do what they want to do. You know, I'm turning it over to them. So, guys, let's go. Let's do a little piano and see what's happening. And this is our young man
Gather
from
round
Virginia.
here, children. We're gonna do somebody. You mentioned New Orleans and blues. I don't know if you're a big fan of that, but we're gonna do a New Orleans tune right here. Little thing called "Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out," and it's gonna start like 1, 2, 1, 2. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Spent all my money, didn't have not one care. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. Bought bootleg whiskey, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. Yeah, I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. And nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, there's not one penny. Lord, ask for friends, you know you don't have many. When you get back on your feet again, everyone who wants to be your long lost friend. Yeah, I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, there's not one penny. Lord, ask for friends, you know you don't have many. No, no, no. When you get back on your feet again, everyone wants to be your long lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Oh, a little New Orleans thing, right?
Hang tight because y'all are going nowhere. We've got time for another song. So you are here to entertain and make us happy, and I love these front row seats. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, we got to remind you folks, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the elementary school here, tickets are still available. Is that right? Is it a sold-out show yet?
Well, I haven't got my mic here. Can anybody hear me?
We can tell them. Is it a sold-out show yet?
It's close. It's about 125, 150 tickets left.
Okay, all right, okay. So y'all beware, call, get in touch with Barry, get you some tickets, and we're going to let them do one more song. Amazing, amazing young men.
Kind of reminded me of some of the late 60s folk kind of songs.
Man, they're
with a
good.
little blues thrown in there, you know?
We got to change instruments and everything else, so I'll take this time.
It'll give you a second.
Plug the show one more time. 8 o'clock Friday, April the 18th at 8 p.m. We're going to have, when you get there, come hungry. We're going to have Pink Pig Barbecue, pool room hot dogs. I've heard your daughter talk
Oh,
about.
honey, yes, my daughter loves that. She's got a new relationship with an older man. He cooks hot dogs. Love it, love it, love it.
Chili dogs. Jamie or her one's going to bring chili
Yeah.
dogs down. And,
I think Jamie's the guy she talks to. when
so
she goes
everybody come down and come hungry. And then we're going to have some local bands. Brett Cantrell's band's going to be playing there. And I know of probably some more, but hadn't got for sure answers.
Okay.
White Path is going to be there. They're going to open up and play a little bit. Dean and Darren Gorley from Ball Ground, Kyle Standards from Cherokee County, and all those guys going to be
I
playing.
wish James
Jeff
Jones,
Parton
maybe
actually-
James Jones will get to come and hear
Jeff
y'all.
Parton plays. I say Jeff
Yeah,
Parton Jr.
yeah.
plays dobro with that band. So they're
Okay.
all going to be there and playing, and then we're going to play a show, probably an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, and take a little break. And when we get done with the break, we're going to come back out with Mr. Tony Rice, and it's going to be a big deal. So everybody come on down Friday night, April the 18th.
We
at
want
8
a
o'clock.
packed house.
Packed house. We got to
want
have
a packed house.
And here's another thing: if it packs out, we're going to run the show live on ETC3.
Wonderful.
So
Yay.
if it sells
Yay.
out in advance, we're going to run it live.
Good. Cool.
What do we want to do? You want to do the instrumental? That'd be fine. Let's smash the instrumental here, boys. Everybody getting their mics good.
I told you the fiddle player is the star. I told you that when we first started this show today. The fiddle player is the star. The rest of them guys just get to hang out with him.
in the background waiting for a time to perk.
Wow, you did great. And I have to say, that's a little buck dancing, a little clogging, a little toe tapping. That's a little of everything, isn't it?
Well, we have a young lady over here barefoot. She's over there jigging. And
Yep, we do, y'all. This
had to
is
go join
live
her for a
TV,
second.
and we had Bill get over there, and we had a little dancing going on in the studio.
It's hard.
And yeah, now he's sweating like a big hog sitting over here.
Because of her. She's over
But
there
you
dancing.
know,
I had to
it's just funny how that just makes you want to feel good. It makes you feel good.
get up and go music.
Yeah.
Everybody come
Get up
down
and
and
go.
feel good. then.
Tomorrow night, when you leave there, you will feel great because you've had a pink pig barbecue, you've had a chili dog,
Steak.
and you've had some music, and we've only got 3 minutes, guys.
Hey.
So what we're going to do, we're going to remind people to call us. What?
I bet they're hungry when they get done playing.
I bet they are.
Bet they are.
But we're going to remind people to call us tomorrow. Remember our food contest, the Sharp Mountain Grill. And get in touch with Barry because if there are only 125 to 150 tickets gone, honey, they're gone. What's your phone number,
The
baby?
number for tickets is 706-276-6888. I've let that go all day, but
Okay.
hopefully everybody's still watching. And 706-276-6888.
Okay. And remember, every time you think about Barry Abernathy, think about it. He's local talent, guys. He is from this community. Support him, help him, get him moving along. And
You're
you
using
know,
the talent thing a little loosely, but
no,
I am
honey,
local.
you are talented. You are so talented.
Yeah, Barry's
Now,
from here.
And he is from here, and we want everybody to know this is local homegrown talent. Homegrown talent.
And they're
And
going
we
to
are
play.
so
I think
proud
they're
of
going to
you.
play us out of here too.
They are going to play us out of here, so we're going to tell you goodbye now. But don't leave, don't go away, don't go get your laundry in yet. Hang on, ladies. Here we go. Barry Abernathy. He's going to fire me. Oh, my Lord, I'm fired. No,
He
he'll
didn't
kill
hear
me.
it. He didn't hear it.
Barry Abernathy and Mountain Heart will be playing us out of here today. From North Georgia Now Today, I'm Sherry Martin,
I'm
and
Bill
I'm
Sinyard.
killed.
And I'm Bill Sinyard. Have a great day today and a better day tomorrow.
Hang on, here we go. Mountain
they go.
Heart.
Oh, do you want us to play that?
Honey, you play whatever you
Play
want to
it out.
play.
Play us out of
String,
here.
so we're trying to figure out what
Okay, just play whatever you want to.
probably could. No, let's do something. Let's pick something. You don't know my mind, honey? You don't know my mind? You keep that right
Time out, 1 minute.
Here we go. Clay Hess is going to sing one. 1 minute. Watch this.
Well, honey, you don't know my mind. I want you all the time. I'm born to lose, drifter, that's me. You can travel far so long around this hard road. And baby, you don't know my mind today. I've been a hobo and a tramp, and my soul has done been stamped. Lord, life's too short